Hey, what's going on YouTube? My name's Lucas. Welcome to my studio. Today we're going to be doing a quick beginner guitar lesson that's going to help you get up and running super fast for playing all your favorite pop and rock songs. So, just so you know, this lesson's going to cover guitar chords, and it's a little bit tricky to pick up chords at first. I recommend learning how to play single note melodies when you're starting guitar, but once you've kind of gotten better at that and you really want to play a bunch of songs, learning chords is the way to go. Chords are going to be a little bit harder to pick up because there's multiple notes that are going to be moving at the same time when you switch between chords. This works for acoustic guitar or electric guitar. I'm playing electric guitar right now, but this is perfectly fine for acoustic. In fact, some of these songs are originally recorded on acoustic. And if you want to download this PDF to follow along, you can head over to my website. I'll put the link in the description, and it'll be $5, which supports the channel directly. If not, you can just follow along and just pause the YouTube video to get some of the chord charts. But right here I'm in Guitar Pro, and this will be a PDF if you choose to download it. So here are some really important guitar chords that I think that you need to know if you're looking to play a bunch of different pop songs. So just a quick note on notation for the major chords. If you see here, this is E major here. It's not specified, it's just a capital E. And for the minor chords, we have A with or a letter name with a lowercase m, which stands for minor. So these ones that are all capital are called major chords. So this is C major, G major, F major. And these ones with the lowercase m are called minor chords. So we have A minor, E minor, B minor, D minor, and so on and so forth. There's one chord that's a little bit more confusing here that's called C add 9, and I'm not going to explain music theory in this lesson. I don't think it's super important right now for just starting out, but there's going to be some chords that have a little bit of weirder names, but don't be afraid of them because they sound really beautiful. So I'll get into that in a second. So I'm just going to run through all these chords just so you see me play them real quick, and then we'll start working on the songs. This will probably be a good spot to pause the video just to see if you can get the voicings down. So just a quick note on how these fretboard diagrams work. These little circles mean the strings are open, whereas an X means the string is not played at all. And these numbers down here tell you which finger to use to play the note. So for E major, it sounds like this. The next one's A minor. So as you can see here, this one has an X, so we do not play the low E string. It's just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here's C major. Next one is G major. Next one's E minor. This one you could play with your first and second finger or second and third finger. Or sometimes you might need to play it with your ring finger and pinky. So all that works. So far, these have all been called open chords because they utilize open strings on the guitar, so those sound really pretty. But there's another type of chord called closed chords or bar chords. This one specifically is a bar chord. This one's called F major. It's called a bar chord because you have to flatten your finger to bar all these notes on the first fret, and this is a much more advanced chord, but it's really worth learning. If you put the time in, you'll be able to pick up bar chords pretty quickly, and you can just move them around and play a lot. They're really popular for like rock and yeah, just generally rock music uses a lot of bar chords. You use them for pop, a bunch of different genres. But here's what F major sounds like. It's okay if that one takes you a little bit, maybe a few days, a few weeks to pick up. These are a lot harder. Bar chord. Next one we have over here is D minor. Next one we have B minor. Here's the second bar chord. This one's a little bit tricky because it starts on the fifth string, so it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 like this. Next we have A major, D major, and lastly C add 9, which has the funniest name. It's pronounced C and then add 9. We'll go over the theory about all that in another video, but it sounds like this. So out of context, maybe you'll think, oh, that sounds like, a chord from a certain song, so we're actually going to get into that right now. So here are the first songs that I suggest learning. The first one's actually more of an acoustic song. This is called Knocking on Heaven's Door. These tabs are all a little bit simplified just so you can learn them, but the chords for Knocking on Heaven's Door are G, D, and A minor, and the A minor happens for 2 bars, so it sounds like this. that's a super good one to pick up when you're just learning the chords. These are very popular chords. It's only 3 chords in the chord progression. By the way, a chord progression is when we take 2 or more chords and string them together. We get a chord progression. So all these are chord progressions. The next song that I'm going to show you that's a really, really popular one to learn on, actually also is an acoustic guitar one. This is called Time of Your Life by Green Day. So these chords are G major, C add 9, and D major. So it sounds like this. So that's that C add 9 in use. This is a really common chord. It's a really popular chord. It's a beautiful chord, and it's actually really easy to switch to and from G major. So that's why I'm showing it to you in this lesson, because I think it's a great chord for beginners to learn how to switch. It just happens to have a complicated name. And then the last one I'm going to show you is an electric song. This is called About a Girl by Nirvana, which sounds like this. It uses E minor and G major. That's it, only 2 chords. So we have E minor and G major. I was actually using a simplified version of G major, which literally just only has your first and second finger. So I'm not even messing with these high notes just because it's a kind of a powerful sounding rock groove, so we can get away with just playing the low strings. So let me know if this was helpful. I'm going to be posting a bunch more guitar tutorials and videos. You can head over to my website to book me for lessons if you want to work on your own stuff. And go ahead and check out my website too, because I have free downloads of PDF tabs and things like that, and you can directly support the channel too if you get into the paid ones. So my name's Lucas. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.